You have found the Titus Podcast Armageddon Update with hosts Christopher Titus, Rachel Bradley, with this week's special guest, comedian Andrew Rivers. And now, here's Christopher Titus with this week's Armageddon Update.
I'm Christopher Titus, people, and this is the Armageddon Update, the People's House, the White House. Okay, except for that one time, it's always been the white man's house. And it's under destruction by a con.
Pays total respect to the existing building, which I'm the biggest fan of. It's my favorite.
This ballless grifter will construct a 90,000 square foot ballroom, whereas the White House itself is only 55,000 square feet. Because small men need big things because the things they have are super tiny, Stormy. He got no approval. He got no plans. Same with paving over the Rose Garden. No approval, no plans. Again, here's the Rose Garden before our 6-time bankrupt president. Here it is now. After the Sith Lord of skid marks, the Dawn of diapers, turned it into a strip mall food court. Here's what he said about what he was going to do to the White House.
Won't interfere with the current building. It'll be near it, but not touching it. And pays total respect to the existing building, which I'm the biggest fan of. It's my favorite.
I know, he lied. Impossible, right? But let's look at the White House itself. First of all, the cornerstone was laid by George Washington in 1792. It was supposed to be finished in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
But it took 8 years and was completed in 1800, while the Trump's ancestors lived in Germany. Just a note, the Titus family had already been here in America for 165 years, which means some Tituses were fired from the White House construction crew for being drunk. Then during the War of 1812, the British burned it down. In 1814, President James Monroe moved back in 3 years after being told the rebuild would take
2 weeks? Really?
Over the years, there have been renovations. The South Portico was constructed in 1824 and the North Portico in 1829 during the Monroe and Jackson administrations, respectively. Also, regarding another Monroe, we had the John F. Kennedy unofficial booty room. Yeah, you're not going to get that from the White House tour.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
So, the White House has been changed and rebuilt many times before Trump's illegal immigrant grandfather got here in 1885 while running from the military draft in Germany. You know, like a chicken shit. Anyway, the White House, our house, has been molested by Trump like it was 13 on Epstein's Island. Yeah, a man whose immigrant family has screwed colored people from living in their buildings, who has tried to get innocent men executed, whose grandfather was a chicken shit draft-dodging pimp who ran a brothel in the Yukon, and his grandson was best friends with a sex trafficking pedophile who made $1 billion selling underage girls to other wealthy pedophiles. You know, the American dream. And now he's raping our White House. I don't think the construction will ever be finished. Because after your immigration policies, Trump, who you going to get to build it? I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. I can't believe that this illegal immigrant family douchebag is fucking up our White House so bad. He just destroyed it. It's not even going to be touching it. Not touching it. You took down half of it, you dipshit. I hate this guy so much. Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. With me, as always, the lovely Bombshell Ray.
What's up, people?
And with us rarely, the lovely and amazing Andrew Rivers.
Hello.
Hi, guesting on this week. Andrew's in town because of the baseball thing, whatever it is. I don't like the sports where you throw a little ball and chase it. I like the shit where you die on fire. I want a sport where something can explode or you can die jumping something.
Actually, set fire to baseball players while they're running between bases.
It would be
fun.
That would be great if it was.
You should check out like Savannah Bananas. They do like backflips and they do all sorts of. They make baseball exciting.
Yeah, but it's also not baseball anymore. It turns into baseball du Soleil.
Well, then you don't want baseball.
Thank you.
Right.
I think that's
and we're back.
Baseball in any form. No,
baseball. I have such a weird aversion to any sport where a bunch of guys get together and fight over a ball. It's just weird to me. I don't
prefer them going in circles.
I want them to make a
car.
I want them to make.
Half of our listeners just turned off the podcast.
No, it's just me. It's just me. It's my
you know
own
what's great
thing.
about sports? It gives you something else to care about.
Bread and circuses. It gives us something not to care about. It's something meaningless to care about, because if you cared about what was really going on in the world, you would want to take your own life.
And we still find a way to hate each other and fight over sports.
Right, yeah.
where guys are just trying to hold the ball longer, and we still hate each other over that.
Yeah. If you were in the wrong hat, like in certain parts of our country, in Detroit, people
I'm not a blood. No, I just hate the Phillies.
Exactly. I'm not a gang at all. I'm an accountant, but God damn it, that's not my team. So,
do you want to tell who Andrew is?
Andrew Rivers, very funny comedian, friend of ours for many years. He is he tours the country. When he was a youngster, I helped raise him.
You did? You did?
In comedy, anyways. A little bit.
This is your fault.
His dad is the iconic
Bob Rivers.
Rivers. Who
Thanks for bringing that up.
I'm just going to lead you right into your dead dad jokes.
And he sucks.
Andrew's father, Bob Rivers, who's radio legendary, passed away recently. So now he's doing dead parent jokes.
I'm here to get my allowance,
Yeah. You guys have favored each other quite a bit.
Not anymore, though.
Over the years.
Like, I don't know when his eyesight went, but it went faster.
He just went
faster than mine.
80s pedo kind of look, like there's a van.
With the cheesy mustache,
somewhere.
And you are kind of like...
I didn't expect to be doing press this
week.
Are they
redoing that Robert Williams movie 1 Hour Photo? Because you look like, hello, children, I will develop your pictures.
Last time he was on, he had long hair and looked more like Jesus. California Jesus.
Yeah.
What happened?
I just like to cut it to prove that it still grows once in a while.
To whom?
To everybody. Most of my friends are bald. Although it's getting, every haircut could be my last now. Like, so my mom lives in Vegas, and I spent some time there over the summer, and then I got sunburned on just the corner of my head.
Oh, no.
And I was like, that's a new spot that I've got to learn to cover now,
Well, if you are like your comedy
it runs
dad,
in the family here.
He has had the exact same hairline.
We have a picture of me as a baby where I have the widow peak of Dracula. I'm a child, and I have the widow's peak of Dracula. So I want to talk about what our asshole president is doing. And by the way, I was not doing. I did Byron Allen's show Comics Unleashed, which is going to air after Colbert now on CBS.
When does that come out?
I don't know. I've gone over that now. I just I do it. It shows up. So I'll get told on the road. Hey, the thing you heard yesterday.
We haven't.
Yeah.
Andrew and I. If we have a credit, we know exactly what's happening. We're announcing it ad nauseum.
Is my name in the credits? And I did that yesterday, and it was fun. Can't be political on or anything like that.
Oh, really?
What did I want to talk about? I said talk about
what our president is doing these days,
and
how
the weird part is,
the
comics were like, comics come up to me and they go, and I don't know what I do on this podcast, but I had 3 comics come to me and go, hey dude, you're the only one that goes all in on this dude, man. Keep doing it. And I'm like, because they want to see me get killed first, I guess. I guess you want me to disappear.
You're the canary in the coal
mine. What are you doing?
I'm
I'm learning to speak El Salvadorian.
And now we're the ones fleeing to South America. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're going to be reciprocal fire. Who aren't there other DL?
DL. So
trying to think who speaks.
Aida
Patton.
But I mean, we play pretty hard here. But let's talk about what he did now.
Okay.
So I don't even know if anybody knows, but like the White House is our literal number 1 national monument. It really is, and we happen to let whoever is running the country live there for their terms, and then they get the hell out and they take their shit. And they don't touch it. You don't touch it unless you go through a whole bunch of museum people. The Smithsonian, you got to sit down with the Fine Arts Commission, and they have to just
unless it's classified documents, then you just keep that
in the shitter.
In the
shitter. Yeah, those go in the bathroom. So then this guy says he's coming out. This douchebag we currently have running the country comes out and goes, "I'm going to build a piece of it that's not going to touch it. It's not going to affect the architecture because I love this place. I would never do that." And literally within a week after saying that, he takes probably the biggest crane with a spike on the end. It looked like something that attacked in Aliens. It looked like it looks like she fought off the alien, and he just tore down the entire east wing, not just the edge of it. He tore down the entire east wing.
Yes.
And I have to be honest, I was surprised at my reaction because I had this heartache about it. If you think about what's gone on the East Wing, it's where all the first ladies have their offices. Yeah, go over to the East Wing. Every president, just go over there.
It's a long hallway, a separate room.
There's a theater, the hallway. Can we get to the hallway?
Do you like bowling?
There's a lot of stuff. There's a rose garden.
Yeah.
There's a rose garden. Not anymore.
We paved over it.
So that this guy did this, I had this really weird feeling that it's such a metaphor for his presidency too. It's such a, you're just going to literally destroy the White House. And he's going to build a 90,000 square foot ballroom. Now, I want to talk about how big that is. We're throwing out a number, not understanding the size of that. Do you know how big that is?
What?
No. 90,000 square feet.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Comparable.
football field long and a football field and a half wide. I don't know. Are they having like a major? Are they going to have gymnastics events in it?
No sports. I hate sports.
Are the Olympics going to be in the ballroom? Because
the mental gymnastics, maybe.
It's amazing. Oh, very nice.
Hey, thank you.
Not with this White House.
Oh yeah, it's slow pitch softball up there.
Exactly. Don't the ball to me. So it's so massive, and a lot of people think he's doing it to redo the bunker because underneath the East Wing is the bunker. There's a bunker that was put in during World War II.
I think they are renovating that too, but that's just like
but isn't it?
Hey, while we're digging stuff up, might as well.
Yeah, but they're gonna expand it because obviously it's not gonna have gold toilets. It's gonna be like in the apocalypse. Trump's gonna be shitting in gold toilets.
But he did say he wasn't going to touch the East Wing. He did say that
he said it's gonna be an addition
okay.
that won't even touch the structure. He actually says it. I quoted it in the Armageddon.
Yes, engineers told him that it would be easier and faster to just tear the whole building down. So here we are.
I just
and
love
he
that.
didn't get approval.
No,
from anyone.
Didn't even have his plans approved.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And then he fired yesterday. He fired the 6 people on the Fine Arts Commission who approve that it has to match. So I wonder if he's just going to build a Costco on the edge of it's just a big Costco. It doesn't even match.
Hamburgers.
Well, he's naming it the Trump Ballroom, which is, I thought he would have got a corporate sponsor or something like that. Like every stadium has like the crypto.com arena, the crypto ballroom.
He did to pay for
right.
it.
Apple, but he's got to name it himself.
Microsoft.
But the corruption that we're dealing with now is on it makes Al Capone look like he was stealing candy. I don't even understand.
He's like renovating his Airbnb. It's like you're supposed to just be a guest here.
Yeah, you don't live here, Dick. You don't live here, Dick. Exactly. You're renting. So, and after all the other shit, then they're cutting SNAP for starving people.
Starting November 1st,
and our food banks are already running out of food. And he's spending $350 million on a ballroom. A guy with no balls is spending it in a ballroom. I find us living in a very weird time. He did say, however, he said that, he goes, due to the law, Constitution, I can't run for a third term. He said that on the airplane today or yesterday. He said that. So, and then
but then Tommy Tuberville or whatever said that
they have some ideas.
Trump has some ideas about how he could go around that constitutional.
Yeah, one of them is have a war. I'd be in the middle of a war because that's what Zelensky. He was saying, Zelensky, how come you're not letting have an election? He goes, well, during war, they don't want me to leave, but they also were in the middle of a war. You can't have an election in the middle of a war. And Trump at that meeting goes, so you can't have an election. Have an election in the war. That works. So you're going to go for the old Ukrainian thing. So I'm hateful of this man to the point where, and I'll admit that I can't fathom why we're just sitting on our asses.
Well, South Park isn't. So make sure you watch South Park this week because their Halloween special episode is going to be about the East Wing demolition.
Well, that's kind of the original purpose of comedy, right? Is to be able to speak the truth and ridicule those in power, right?
No, it's not. Stay in your lane.
Oh, okay.
You're a comedian.
Yeah.
I don't pay you to give me your political
Are you reading my
opinion.
Facebook post over there?
No, she reads my.
I was reading mine.
Hers, mine, and the one that we get from the podcast every week. So we've had that happen. Someone
when did that happen?
I get done with my whole show. I'm doing it's an hour 15, hour 18 now, and that one last bit I do the immigration bit. People laughed in the entire show. I get to the Hitler bit and they start to get a little questioning. I get to the immigration bit and they're like, I did not come here for a lecture. That's not.
I'm just saying, it makes me insane. First of all, why do you have more right, you person who, greets at Walmart or whatever, folds shirts at TJ Maxx, have more right to give your political opinion than I do.
Someone who studies it.
And not only that, what you said that's what it's always been.
Right.
You know, Lenny Bruce got arrested. Carlin got arrested.
Mark Twain, Will Rogers, Lenny Bruce, George Carlin, Bill Hicks, Richard Pryor,
Christopher Titus.
I love that people say, when did you become a political loser, you has-been? And I'm like, brother, he had a plane crashing into a building. He played audio. Andrew, he would go to clubs. He would be at the Funny Bone and give them his plane crash audio when I first met him.
All right, guys, so I'm going to look up. My daughter said I'm going to look up, and we're going to watch the planes crash into the Twin Towers. You ready? And don't fuck that cue up. And it would go.
Yeah. And then you would sit quietly and act it out at the Funny Bone.
When you go, when did you become political? You haven't watched my shit.
Yeah. Right. The problem is that the people that love to do their own research never research the comedian they're about to see, you know? Yeah.
Exactly.
It would be pretty easy to go, oh, you know what? This isn't for me. You know, like just a couple minutes in.
Especially.
I mean, yeah.
This podcast.
I like how he's like, I'll admit it. I'm political. It's like,
yeah, no shit.
Was anyone on the fence about that?
Yeah, I know. The people that are, I guess part of me wants to think that I'm funny too, because there's much stuff in the show that has nothing to do with politics. It all ends up coming around to it at the end. I've kind of built it that way. I just don't. Aren't we supposed to? My family's been here since 1635. Aren't we supposed to protect our country? Aren't we supposed to? Isn't the whole point of the Constitution and the freedom of speech to be able to go, hey, if you guys are fucked, or you guys are awesome, but you know, what Obama was pretty awesome. You know, took us over in 2008 when things were going to shit and fixed it. Flipped it around, saved General Motors and Chrysler. That's pretty awesome. I have the free speech of talking about how good he was, as opposed to, and this guy. I just said it. My brain is working way too fast today, and I want to let you guys know that.
Did you take your meds today?
I don't take meds anymore.
We're out of tapioca.
Tapioca, yeah. Well, that's and balm. A lot of salves. I have balms and salves now. They get.
You know what makes me insane is nothing they say ever goes together.
Nope.
It's never linear. So these people are screaming about how you can't take down the Confederate generals' statues because that's history. That's a historical
Don't touch
monument.
history.
Don't touch it. And now they're just like, well, whatever. Just tear down the whole East Wing
of the White House.
Do you
guys know the history?
And we have no proof that he did anything to preserve actual physical artifacts and things that are inside the building.
Before they got informed. There's what do they call it? Not a docent, but what's the guy? He's kind of
Melania was in there working, and he's like, "Hit the crane now!
Yeah,
hit the crane!"
He's kind of a caretaker. He went in with a 3D scanner, and they scanned the entire.
But did they save the?
Yes, he did. He pulled stuff out. They said that when they were pulling, they let him rip the interior out first. They found stuff under the rugs that they didn't know was there. They found stuff behind some of the walls that they didn't know was there. Wow. And then we took it down anyway.
I'm looking really hard for those Epstein files, but they are just not anywhere.
And the weird thing is, it's a very good point. Like, you don't want to take down a statue of a traitor on a horse that tried to end America, but you're willing to take down a building where George Washington was around for laying the cornerstone of it. Yep. You're right. They're full of shit all the time. There was a great one. Yeah, who these guys? We got to do this. We should go out and interview people at Trump rallies, because
two of you would be awesome.
It's really funny, especially the way you act. You're so innocent.
Yes.
I'll hold the camera, but because
that's cool. Hey, you go ahead. You go ahead. I'll just sign back.
When they see me, they're gonna be like, "That's the fucking guy."
You're on their list.
I am definitely on a list.
They
somewhere.
have signs with your face crossed out.
Totally.
But he went to this guy, and they're all the dumb Trump supporters are exactly the same. They're 300 pounds. They've got XXX T-shirts that say "Trump was sent by Jesus Christ on high to kill Democrats." It's the dumbest shit. And they start interviewing the guy. What should we do to the Democrats? What do you think needs to be done to the Democratic Party? He goes, "We need to kill him. I think we need to kill him. And I think it's public execution as an example to everybody else." And this goes on for a minute. Wow. He talks about killing Democrats, and he's the dumbest. This guy is not a Navy SEAL. This guy is the dumbest looking fat man I've ever. And even the way he talks, you kill him, just fucking kill him. And then the guy goes, "What do you think we should? What do you think about abortion?" He goes, "It's murder." Do you hear it?
They're just a fan of your late term abortion bit, you know.
He was one sentence away. He was one sentence away from kill him. And what's abortion? Murder.
That's what amazes me. Like Jordan Klepper, when they go out and do those, the people absolutely have zero self-awareness. They do not hear themselves. They don't care. They just parrot whatever he says. And I keep saying, that's the guy? That guy?
Why don't we talk about
clearly looks like he has had a stroke. If you watch him the other day outside of, what was that? Where they, oh, that was awful in Malaysia. Where he's asleep and his mouth is drooping and he's asleep while they're calling out names.
Well, that was a couple weeks ago. He was at, that was in England. When he was in England, he just.
He looks British. Wow. Yeah. That is wow.
Maybe that's what
I
he was doing.
didn't know you started doing impressions.
Maybe that's what he was doing.
Wow.
I'm a bit going to guy.
It's like the British man with no name. That was awesome. This episode brought to you by HelloFresh.
Yes.
That was not a segue. That was just right into it. HelloFresh has doubled their menu. It's bigger now. You can choose from 100 options a week, which is going to make it even more difficult for indecisive me. They have a bunch of new seasonal dishes and recipes from around the world, bigger portions. If you don't know what HelloFresh is, have you ever used HelloFresh?
I have.
Interesting. Yeah. You've tried everything we talk about on here.
Have you ever got it and went, I don't like this. I've never eaten one thing.
I don't know which one it is. They sent me like a box of ingredients and I was like, still don't have, I'm not trusted with knives and stuff. So
you gotta read it.
Just read it.
His mom still makes him use the plastic. Yeah. It's the #1 meal kit in America. It makes home cooking easier with chef-crafted recipes. It comes to your door. You don't have to leave your house. I love that. Also, it's easier to be healthy with this. It also takes the guesswork out of what you're going to eat for dinner that night, which I hate.
Yes.
And teaches you how to cook. I say this all the time, but who knew that lemon or lime zest could make everything so delightful?
Yeah, guys, I want to be clear. One of the worst things you could say to your wife on the way home from work or whatever is she goes, "What do you want for dinner?" I go, "I don't care. You go ahead.
Whatever you want."
Don't ever say that. Just you have a specific thing. Ribs. And bring up something hard. Lasagna. Can you have a lasagna ready by the time I get home?
You can also kind of choose according to what your goals are. So they have over 15 high protein recipes each week with stuff like grass-fed ribeyes or lamb chops. You can now get steak and seafood and it's no additional cost. I mean, it's kind of stupid. We have never been disappointed. We have often expected to be based on the name of it and then shocked when we eat it.
And also, if you are new to cooking, it gives you step-by-step instructions, and the food is. I've never once ate something that we made from HelloFresh and went, ew. It's always like, what?
Yeah.
You ever look at a piece of food, take a bite, and you're so surprised. You're like,
yeah, I'm shocked, and I'm also shocked at how much it looks like the picture. Yeah. It's like they walk you through it. Clearly not you.
Yeah, you're also you. I
people of a normal IQ.
If you follow the instructions.
Yeah.
Also, I saw this 3 out of 4 parents say that their kid eat more veggies with HelloFresh. So what kind of dick is the 4th parent that took that survey? Like, it's a survey. Just say yes, you know? The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/Titus10FM now to get 10 free meals, and you get a free breakfast in every box for life. 1 per box with your active subscription. Free meals are going to be applied as a discount on your first box for new subscribers only, and it will vary by plan. That's HelloFresh.com/Titus10FM to get 10 free meals and free breakfast for life.
The 4th was probably eating so many vegetables already.
I just love that.
It was a good.
I just say every survey. What kind of dick is the 4th?
Andrew's
that 10th dentist.
The 10th.
Fuck him.
9 out of 10 dentists.
You're probably right. It probably wasn't a dick parent. It was a helicopter parent. Yeah. Andrew's already perfect. He eats the most amount of vegetables of anyone.
Yeah, he doesn't eat anymore, but he does eat. He does eat them when they're there in front of him. Can we look up? We look up Trump's family.
I want to ask you about something.
Sure.
So the East Wing was constructed to cover up an underground bunker during World War II.
Yes.
What did you tell me about Hitler?
Hitler built a giant, huge, massive gilded ballroom over the bunker in Germany when he became Chancellor of Germany.
Hopefully these end the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, hopefully we skip a little part.
We could detour around a few of them.
Yeah. And then
Let's just get to the end.
Let's
you know, I've seen this
credits.
Let's get to the bunker.
We've pretty much seen this movie. Let's just go to the end.
I'm tired of these Hollywood remakes.
Just real muffled underground.
Yes. Right to the bunker. Do you want to talk about what are you're thinking about the crypto?
Well, because I want to go back to Frederick Trump, his grandpa. I want to go back. I want to show people where this fucker came from and why he is who he is, because that's what happens. And as I've gone through this kind of a weird, insightful awakening this year about why I was raised, like I realized something about you were raised pretty well. But you are it's
debatable. He did his best.
Your brother was your brother not so much.
That's okay.
I'll cut that if you want.
I don't care.
But I realized the way I react to things is exactly how my dad reacts to things this year, and I caught it in a weird way, like, oh, I don't have to do that. I can be a different guy. Oh, because we were all raised by idiots not qualified to raise anybody, and they were raised by idiots not qualified to raise anybody, and they were raised by even worse people. And so it's weird. Like I almost think babies should be taken away, raised for 10 years, and then handed back.
Generational trauma is a thing.
Yeah, and it's passed down every generation.
Obviously, because Frederick Trump, which is Trump's paternal grandfather,
was an immigrant.
He was born and raised in Karlstadt, and then what was then in the Kingdom of Bavaria,
which is Germany.
He immigrated to the U.S. in 1885.
So stop for a second. Stop. 1885.
This is his grandfather. It's not far removed.
No, not at all. Grandfather. He was an immigrant. Came here in 1885. Trump's grandfather was an immigrant. Go ahead.
And so not all immigrants are good, is what you're saying.
And what I'm saying is that he started Tren de Aragua, is what I'm saying in 1885.
Okay. When he got here, he began speculating in real estate in Seattle, right. Andrew's hometown. And during the Klondike Gold Rush, he moved to the Yukon and made a fortune by operating a restaurant/brothel for miners in Whitehorse.
So, not ironically, his grandson did something operating with miners.
Runs in the family, you know.
Wow.
Except they didn't get paid.
It's a very thin thread, but it connects.
Wow.
So I want to be clear. Trump's now. Why did he leave Germany? By the way.
Well,
turns out
he had failed to complete mandatory I don't know what just happened, mandatory military service, and failed to notify the authorities of his departure in 1885. So the Bavarian government stripped him of his citizenship in 1905 and then ordered him to leave.
So let's just talk about what a chicken shit Trump's grandfather was.
Because he returned and married his wife, and then they told him, get out.
So here's what happened. So he leaves. So he's 16. They're going to put him in the military. He's like, fuck that. I got bones first, even though we don't know what that is. He comes to America. Then he becomes a pimp. He's basically just selling women at a restaurant and does that makes $500,000 in today's money. This would be decides to goes back to Germany, finds the German government goes, dude, you fucking chicken shit it out, get out of here.
He married Elizabeth Christ. Trump's grandmother's maiden name was Christ.
Oh, please tell me that's not connected.
And it's literally spelled C-H-R-I-S-T.
So when they say sent by Christ, they're not talking about Jesus Christ.
With a little asterisk.
Wow.
Little emoji.
He was sent by Christ.
Sent by Christ.
Wow.
So
he comes back, marries
her. So you got this pimp guy who's running girls. That's his grandfather, not his great
and real estate,
right? So then his dad.
So wait, here's another very muy interesante aspect of this.
You're gonna get deported if you keep talking like that.
And my face is puffy, and I can see it out of my own eyes, and I'm not really present. He died in the 1918 flu pandemic. How interesting is that? And then Trump is in charge of COVID, and he died during that. Okay. Just wanted to make sure you knew that.
That's awesome.
Okay, now.
So then to go to Frederick Trump. Now, so his son, Frederick, they moved to New York. Frederick Trump was arrested in 1925 at a Klan
this
rally.
Is when the teeth came into the family. I can see from this picture.
He was arrested at a Klan rally in 2025. There's actually Woody. Here's how
he was a slumlord.
Here's what a shithole Trump's father was. Woody Guthrie wrote a song called "Old Man Trump" about how he fucked over everybody that lived in his buildings. Woody Guthrie wrote a song called "Old Man Trump."
His father was in the Bronx.
They've been famous assholes for generationally. They've been.
They managed single-family homes in Queens, apartments for war workers during the Second World War, and more than 27,000 apartments overall. His father was investigated for profiteering by a U.S. Senate committee in 1954. Then again by New York State in 1966, 12 years later.
Then again federally.
Donald Trump took over in 71. 2 years later, they were sued by the U.S. Justice Department Civil Rights Division for racial discrimination against black people.
The Nixon administration. Fucking Nixon was like, these guys are assholes.
Look, I know I'm evil, but this is next level.
I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy.
We try to hide it a little bit. You know?
For God's sake.
He provided over $1 billion to his and Mary's kids so that he could avoid over $500 million in gift taxes. In 92, Fred and Ding Dong set up a subsidiary which was used to funnel Fred's fortune to his kids. And then right before he died, he transferred the ownership of almost all of his buildings to his kids, who several years later sold them for 16 times their previously declared worth. So, everybody's like, he's a businessman. He's self-made.
No, so people need to know this. When people are talking about, we need a businessman, bro, he's successful, he's a billionaire. This man got $400 million. And Mary Trump, by the way, he screwed her family over so bad.
Her father, right?
Hundreds of millions of dollars. So he took $400 million from his dad, then went bankrupt 6 times. Do you know how bad you got to fuck up to spend? You get $400 million? I don't know. I got to eat. How am I going to pay him with the rent? So I only got $400 million.
So his father's name, he legally had the name Frederick Christ Trump. Elizabeth gave her maiden name as his middle name.
Donald's middle name.
His father. Fred.
So he's sent by Christ.
Yes. This is so weird. Fred was conceived in Bavaria. They all grew up. So Trump's father and his siblings were raised speaking German in the home.
And I wonder why he was arrested with the Klan in 2025.
Well, in 27, he was arrested at the KKK demonstration. He then stopped.
How do you get arrested at that?
How'd they pick you?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Out of all these assholes, we don't like you.
It was a mass arrest. Yeah, I read the whole article. It was a mass arrest. They were violent, and they were being, and that was a time. It was like 27. That was a time. The Depression hadn't really hit yet. Everybody was, but we were living in the Gilded Age where everybody was rich and the poor people were getting pissed off, and so they marched against all the workers, and they marched against all the Italians and the Irish that were coming into the country, even though Fred Trump's literally is a birthright citizen. Hey, dickhead, your grandpa came here to run because he was a chicken shit, and you're pissed that these other people came in? I don't get this immigration thing at all. I'm just let it go.
Don't do your closer.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to burn that on the podcast.
He then, after that arrest, they spoke German. I just want to make that clear. In the home, that was the first language. But after that arrest, he publicly avoided associations with his German ancestry in order to avoid association with Nazism.
Yeah, it's a kind of Hitler time. It's I'm speaking to German. I was about to say it. Then again, there's a guy that we all hate. Kind of. I'm gonna tone it down. That's what happened. That's on it down. I'm bringing it down.
Well, it's interesting. During the Depression, they called the shanty towns like Hooverville.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, Trump's used to having his name on property, so he might think that's a good thing.
Trump towns.
Trump towns.
There's Trump towns all over this country. That's what we got to start calling it. Epstein Ballroom. Epstein Ballroom. Where are the Epstein files, by the way? Epstein Ballroom, Epstein Shutdown, and then Trump towns.
Yeah, do you guys notice we're just not talking about the Epstein files at all?
Oh, no.
And Virginia's Euphrates book just came out, and Prince Andrew was just stripped of his title, and Fergie lost her title.
Yep.
And nobody's really talking about it.
Well, they've shut the government down. So what they've done is if they create enough pain everywhere else, people are trying to fucking eat. So the last thing they're thinking about is the Epstein files.
Speaking of eating, this episode is brought to you by AGZ, baby. AG1's new product. Can confirm works, is incredible, and tastes really freaking good.
It is a treat at dinner, after dinner, right before you bed. So AZ, do you know what AG1 is?
AG1, I'm a big fan.
Do you know AGZ?
I just saw the ads for it, but I have no
Andrew
problem
is the first person that I talked to that used AG1 religiously.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's all greens.
That's true. It's all greens.
He just gets his greens
I would
every
be
day.
fine if they mix a little AGC, THC.
AGC.
When I first met him, he was the one that told me that he used AG1 hardcore, and you attributed not getting sick with as much as you traveled on the road with the immune support that he got
and
from
staying
AG1.
in the worst hotels and condos in the country.
And
La Quinta.
swimming around with the worst hookers in the country too.
Red Roof Inn.
I just sprinkle a little bit on before sex and everything's fine.
You don't
That
have
is not
sex.
plant beer, right? All right.
Wow.
No, I told you the story last time. My mom bought me a different green stuff, and she was like, "They're all the same," because she saw me using AG1, and then I was like, "Oh, whatever." And then I tried it. I was like, "Oh, this tastes like crap."
Nasty.
There's lead in this.
Yeah.
Mom, there's pennies in here. There's full pennies.
Yeah.
So
That's copper, honey.
it's kind of a synergy, right? AG1 in the morning, AGZ at night. It's a nightly drink that helps you wind down and rest up. It doesn't have melatonin. It has clinically studied herbs, adaptogens, and minerals. What do you think?
I think specifically now for fall and winter, it is such a nice, like if you ever had a cup of hot chocolate when I went to bed, dude, you put it in the hot water. It's like,
it does taste. It's like an
it's like
herbal hot
vegan
chocolate.
herbal hot chocolate. It's it's so good.
And I know when you put herbal in front of something, it sounds like you're, like
put
when real
marshmallows
estate.
in it.
It's like real estate. When you say quaint, it means old.
Uh-huh.
Charming
Exactly.
means little. It is not. It is actually really
Fixer-upper.
wonderful. Yeah. Means tear downer.
Yeah.
Also, it's an
The White House
excellent
kind of a
source
fixer-upper.
of
We do that.
magnesium. You get 250 milligrams of highly bioavailable magnesium. So either way, though, especially if you're trying to eat healthier, it feels like you're having a hot chocolate treat before bed.
Yep.
And within 30 minutes, I go to sleep, which is a hard thing to do.
That does not happen, man. That does
You
not
started falling asleep.
It's the only thing that shuts the voices up at night.
Yeah, exactly. His.
Yeah.
You've started falling asleep during, like, you'll
Very
drink it, watch a show, and you're asleep.
Yep, I'm out. I didn't watch the show. I go, did I watch that? Or do we have to watch it?
If you're ready to turn down the stress and focus on the rest, go to drinkag1.com/Titus to get a free frother. That's the really cool thing that helps it all blend up in your mug. Free frother with your first purchase of AGZ. That's drinkag1.com/Titus.
So back to the Trump family. So then you've got all of his kids were all birthed except for Tiffany, birthed by immigrants. They're all he married 2 out of 3, then he buried one in his backyard. So we've got this guy who hates immigrants because his dad obviously came over here and was running with the Klan, and literally was so upset about the Nazi Germany thing being associated with it. He stopped. He cut his. I'm going to cut my ties to Nazi Germany. Oh, that's a big chance. That's a big decision.
So Eisenhower starts cracking down on real estate profiteers. New York Times lists Dad Trump on a list of 35 city builders accused of profiteering from government contracts.
Right.
He and others were then investigated. It runs in the family by a U.S. Senate banking committee for windfall gains that didn't match up. Dad Trump and his partner named William were listed as examples of how profits were made by builders using the FHA. So they paid $34,000 for a piece of land, which they rented to their own corporation for $77,000 annually in a 99-year lease. So if the apartment they built it on defaulted, the FHA would owe them $1.924 million. They also evidently obtained loans for $3.5 million more than the Beach Haven apartments had cost. He argued in this investigation that because he had not actually withdrawn the money, he had not literally committed a crime.
He deposited it, but he just didn't take it. So do you understand that this crime family, it's a fucking crime family, goes back to his great-grandfather being a pimp in the Yukon. His dad was investigated how many times? 50s, 60s, and 70s? Trump was on that one at the Nixons. Then they stole from the U.S. government. His father stole from the U.S. government repeatedly. And now Trump's doing the same thing, except he's doing it from the White House. How the fuck did we get here?
Well, their argument is always like, well, he's doing it in the open, so that's okay. Like the Hunter Biden deals they were lying about, and it was behind the scenes. But if Donald Trump Jr.'s drone company all of a sudden gets a $1 billion grant, then hey, that's just we're being upfront that we're stealing from you. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, listen, I raped her in a public department store dressing room. What?
Oh, it's not a big deal.
What?
Yeah.
It's like the Stacy Keach's character in Titus. What? I didn't do nothing.
There's all kinds of crimes in here.
Keep going.
I live streamed my DUI. It's not a big deal. It's just fine, you know?
Exactly.
Remember
when we robbed that liquor store, you and I?
Hey, we don't talk about that.
And we were just like, at the cameras?
Yeah.
You guys are so stupid.
Well, because
it's like magnified when you're together. It's very
It's
cute.
me and Andrew are robbing this liquor store. We did it in the open.
In 66, he overestimated building costs sponsored by a state program. So them stealing from the government is a long
generation.
History. Yeah,
a generation.
He profited $600,000 on equipment rentals when they were constructing Trump Village, which was then used to it was spent on other projects. He actually had to testify before the Senate. The FBI got involved. Dad Trump.
Yep. Yeah, Fred Trump was
Then he started building row houses and low-income homes.
And Woody Guthrie wrote a song called Old Man Trump about this.
I mean...
Yeah, criminal. Fucking flat-out criminals. Since they got here. Since the first step on this continent, the Trumps have been fucking criminals.
Wow.
Day after day. And the thing is, they always have enough money to actually buy their way out of it.
His dad actually sued New York City and won $1.3 million back then. So they also have a history of stealing and suing and taking money from the government.
Trump's trying to sue the government currently right now for $230 million for putting him through the Russiagate hoax.
Yeah, and I just want to be so clear about that. Mm-hmm. He is currently building a ballroom for $300 million. And he's trying to take $230 million from the DOJ because he was indicted for stealing top secret documents, evidence.
44-time convicted felon is saying he's not a criminal. Got it.
Meanwhile, food aid benefits end on November 1st, and we are in the longest government shutdown in American history. Guys, Mahogany is not being paid. Right. She has 2 children. My brother not being paid. I feel like we're really underestimating what is to come because you guys, our whole country, our safety, our food safety, our health safety, our flying safety, our driving safety, our
electrical grids,
everything is all government run by people who are currently not receiving a check. Our military safety.
However, we are sending $40 billion to Argentina.
What?
However, we've also cut our farmers off. So the $12 billion they got for soybeans, and when Biden was president, they got zero because China was like, suck it. So this guy has fucked up the economy and he's cut all reporting of government agencies' statistics for employment and stuff. So he can now say very proudly without being checked, I have the best economy in American history. So we are living under not just a criminal, a generational criminal, a guy whose grandfather, father, everybody were literally con men and grifters. He learned from his dad, and now he's going to sue the government. On top of that, here's the problem. What I don't quite understand is, what do you get out of hurting the poorest people that can't help themselves? What is that? Is it just, are you just
that's the only way he gets an erection.
Yeah, and even then,
he's not getting it.
He's not getting, not with those cankles.
I mean, he doesn't know that.
There is no more blood to go anywhere. That is so true. So Trump takes over.
This is his heart.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's trying.
His dad puts him in charge, but in 1968, he gets Donald a deferment from Vietnam by prioritizing maintenance for a Dr. Tennant who diagnosed Donald with bone spurs. He literally traded out.
He basically paid off a doctor.
You want that furnace to work?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to be a cold winter. Now you got a choice. You can be a popsicle.
Wow. I mean, this is like, guys.
It's weird that that's like publicly available, but no one really...
They don't care.
Cares.
They don't care. These people have been hunting pedophiles for 10 years. We now have the guy. We have pictures of him sitting on the Lolita Express next to the biggest pedophile in history.
Right.
He has now given partner pedophile a cushy prison stay in Texas.
Right. He's actually, yes.
We've got pedophiles saying in a sworn under oath
pedophile sidekick, we'll call it.
deposition, Donald Trump is my best friend. And
we have the book.
We have cases filed against him.
We have the book, Special Secrets.
I don't get it.
And not only that, but they don't even bring it up. You bring it up, you're like, guys, we have literally in any court in the world, if you took all this information and went, is this guy a pedophile? They went, yeah. Oh, by the way, you forgot to add this. So I kind of sit down. The reason that those files can't come out is not because Bill Clinton's in them. It's not because
because they'd let him out right away.
They'd already be out. They'd be framed. We'd all have gotten sent framed photos of Bill Clinton's list in it. So
with the stimulus check.
Exactly. So the reason that those files aren't sent, because it's way worse than you think. He didn't just sleep with girls with Epstein. Yeah. That's what I think.
Here's the alleged part.
You have to remember, it is alleged that this isn't alleged. He owned beauty pageants. Yes. He owned Miss Teen America or Miss Teen USA. He owned how many beauty pageants? Where
we have those girls saying that he would intentionally walk in the dressing rooms to see them when they were changing.
And he traveled with those.
And he bragged about it.
And he took them around the world.
Did he take them to Russia?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
So, and you said something when I brought this up earlier. Ray goes, you know what? I didn't even think about it. She goes, but you could actually literally you could just add 40 girls to that crew of beauty pageants.
And no one would ever
question you trafficking.
No one would
women.
Say, are you a contestant before you can come into no, they work with the pageant. My brother ended up at HSI investigating international child sex trafficking rings. And this is, when you said this to me, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. So
shit.
My theory is, and allegedly, in the reason that the Epstein files cannot come out is because Trump was not just a client; he was a supplier. Epstein did the business because Epstein was clean of debt. People don't like dealing with Trump, and Trump was the supplier. That's why there's so many deposits from Epstein to Trump in these papers.
And lots of Deutsche Bank
He
deposits.
made over 4,200 roughly deposits into Jeffrey's account of over $1 billion. And one of the guys, this investor guy, he wrote Epstein a check for like $75 million for fees. Fees?
What kind of fees does a pedophile have? But that's what I mean. It's right here. Pedophile hunters. Here you go. Yeah. Here he is. And then
that pizza shop looks suspicious.
Yeah, let's go in the basement.
One without the basement.
The one that's in all Hillary's books. About,
right, exactly. We have him bragging all throughout the years on Howard Stern and other places about how he likes young girls. talking about how Lindsay Lohan, I think she was 15, 16, had nice tits. You know, she's good in bed. The crazy ones always are.
Yeah.
If she weren't my daughter, I'd be dating her. I mean, they're
also,
really.
I'll be dating her in a couple of years. He walks past an escalator as a 12-year-old girl. You know, quote, I'll be dating her in a few years.
Somebody get
can
Dog
you believe
the Bounty Hunter on this. I believe we found him. Of course, Dog the Bounty Hunter supports him too. Like, what the fuck? This episode brought to you by ExpressVPN. Speaking of needing privacy
and hiding your information,
because we are probably going to be tracked after this episode.
Going to be.
Going online without ExpressVPN is kind of like not closing the door when you use the bathroom. Please close the door when you use the bathroom. That's disgusting. Your father didn't used to.
No, he did not. He would sit there, a cup of coffee, cigarette,
and a cigarette. You know why I know that? Because we have photos of it. The door was open long enough for someone to go grab a camera.
Not even like an iPhone.
And he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
They put a hood up. And
he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt,
steam powered,
smoking a cigarette with a. He's got a beer in his head, and it was.
He just made a very smart old joke about you, and you didn't even acknowledge it.
I don't listen to the old jokes anymore. You know why? Because if you want to have a push-up contest, I'll do that.
His hearing isn't good enough to.
Let's do a push-up contest.
He doesn't want to do that.
Oh.
He does no way he wants to do
I mean, I'll lose for fun, but
there's no point.
So, because all of your internet traffic goes through their servers, internet service providers, including the ones for your phone, like mobile providers, they know every single website that you go to, which is terrifying for you, given what you have to search for the Armageddon update.
If you went through that would be saying Titus shoots about explosions and shooters for
research purposes.
Yeah, just go to my YouTube channel. I used it for this.
In the U.S., ISPs are legally allowed to sell that information to advertisers.
God, we have wow.
Isn't that crazy?
No, and we were also the only country out of 34 industrialized nations that doesn't have healthcare. We're all,
36 out of 37 , actually.
Is it really now?
Yes. Did you not watch my comedy special?
I thought it was 33 out of 30.
No, it's 36 out of 37 industrialized
I know that's what you
countries.
said, but I think you were wrong.
No, I just researched it to write that within the last month.
Okay, then it's been up.
My data is more recent.
You made me
believe
smarter.
all women, Titus.
Yeah.
ExpressVPN reroutes 100% of your internet traffic through a secure encrypted server, and that way your ISP cannot see your browsing history, and you cannot have all that info sold to other companies. It's actually really easy to use. You just open the app and click one button, and that protects you. Once you start searching after that, you need to do this.
Yeah, we need to do this.
Works on iPhones, laptops, tablets, more, so you can use it on the go as well. Also, there's an optional dedicated IP service. So I think you guys need to go learn more about ExpressVPN, especially if you have a reason to not want all that data tracked.
But also, after watching Rachel Maddow this week, and she did that thing on Pegasus, that they have this new program that can just hack into your phone. Like, they don't even have to connect to you.
Oh, yeah, this is crazy.
So maybe if this, I don't know, this would help. But I mean, I mean, listen, guys, start thinking. With the government that actually sent in a crew called Doge and took all of our information, they didn't do anything. They just went in and took all of our information. They have that now. Mm-hmm. Maybe you should get this VPN thing.
ExpressVPN.
I think
like,
we'll be signing up.
If you can choose you can select a plan that includes something that they call Identity Defender. This is what sold me. It's a suite of tools that gets your data removed from data brokers and will then alert you if any of your info appears on the dark web, and then will insure you against data theft up to $1 million.
But also think of all the passwords, all the things you keep, all your banking stuff. Just think of all the stuff that should be protected that you're not even like, oh, what are they going to find? I'm not looking for anything weird. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Everything from phone numbers to who you call, to your banking information, to your investment information, health info, all that stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You sold me.
Secure your online data today by visiting expressvpn.com/Titus. That's expressvpn.com/Titus to find out how you can get up to 4 extra months. expressvpn.com/Titus.
You know, sometimes our products, I know we do advertising, so you guys don't pay a Patreon or anything like that. But sometimes I feel like we're informing people of stuff. Sometimes when I hear that one did,
especially given what we were just talking about. Epstein and hiding data. It's like that.
Can you look up the Pegasus program that they developed? Because I want to talk about this because I want to go into a little research. So, guys, there's this encrypted program called Pegasus that, from what we saw, Ray Tremendro, I seem to trust because everything she said has happened. They don't even have to get near your phone to get it to do it on your phone, and then get everything you want. Then you got to keep thinking about, what do I keep on my phone? Oh my God, we got some pictures of his kids.
Well, but you have like saved passwords and stuff. They also have they've scanned your face multiple times for Face ID stuff. I worry about that stuff with my mom just because she's like hiring TaskRabbits to come over and just be like, can you set up my thing? Because she doesn't know how to use a typewriter anymore. Yeah. So, yeah.
They know all your passwords.
Yeah.
Because does she
and then
change?
all your deranged thoughts in there. You know, if you're making notes and you're making,
as comics, right? We make the weirdest.
You're writing set list reminders and.
Well, Pam Bondi just said on camera that they were going to eradicate Antifa like they did the cartels. By executing them.
They said they could execute members of Antifa. So you're going to execute
all the soldiers. So we could be considered members of Antifa since it's not a group. There's no membership. There's no meetings. It's not organized. It literally just means anti-fascist.
Yeah, all the people that fought the Nazis. So you can basically kill thank God all the vets are dead now because.
And what he's saying is, so let's say you're making notes on, which you do for your new shows, on your notepad on your phone. Think about some of the lines that you write to jog your memory about what you want to write.
When he was saying it, I was thinking they could just put me away for mental illness. They'd be like both of us. Like, if you just went down the list of stuff we write about writing comedy, you sound crazy. We sound insane.
Or even what we say here.
Yeah, well,
because what they're actually looking for is anti-Trump and anti-ICE.
Oh, I'm super. I am Antifa. I am anti-Trump. I am 100%.
I didn't get my card yet, but I believe in it.
Did you get your Soros check yet?
Yeah, that came in last week.
Okay, I didn't get it. What'd you get?
Oh, $10,000.
Wow, yeah. Soros is crazy. So he paid. Oh, did you? The new revisions on the protests are up over 12 million. They said that they've did polling. 27 million people said they protested in the anti-Trump, which is 8% of the population.
We need 12.
No, we need 3.5% to actually. They said
12 million.
It's 27. They actually 27 million.
I thought you said they corrected it to 11.
27 million.
They added
people.
11.
27 million people said they protested. So
but those are those people taking polls again.
3 out of 4 people.
I protested from the toilet.
But I thought when I saw all the protests around the country, I thought that's more than 7 million people. That's got to be.
Yeah. Boston was insane.
Yeah, there was like 2 million people on the streets in Boston. So we listen. This will end one day. I don't know what the shambles our country will be in when it does. However, we rebuilt after the Civil War, and we rebuilt after World War II, and we rebuilt after cable television, and we've rebuilt after when Toys R Us closed.
Oh, that's
We had to rebuild that when Toys R Us closed. We had,
Pegasus spyware is developed by Israeli cyber arms company NSO Group. It's designed to be covertly and remotely installed on mobile phones that are running iOS and Android. So when it's installed on your phone, you're not notified. There's no ding, there's no hi, there's nothing. It just happens.
It's not on the App Store?
Idea. No.
Are you kidding me?
There's no bing bong. NSO Group markets Pegasus as a product for fighting crime and terrorism, but governments all around the world have used it routinely to surveil journalists, lawyers, political dissidents, and human rights activists.
Do you remember for the last, as long as I can remember, all these Second Amendment people talking about the tyranny of government, how the government's going to take us over, and how the government's going to get all our information and know where we are and know what to do. And now the tyrannical government is here, and they're part of it. They're like agreeing with it. It's such a historical mirror. Like, we've really reflected history exactly. And
so they are now using, correct me if I'm wrong, Pegasus to detect anti-Trump and anti-ICE sentiments. ICE is using it.
You can just go to our YouTube channel. Go to our YouTube channel, Christopher Titus TV. You don't need to just stay off my phone.
I told you, if you say anything that could compromise us, you have to say it is Ethel Merman.
Go to YouTube to see how much I hate him. Go see it.
Only because when his trial happens, they have to play evidence of him saying it that way.
I'm Antifa, have always been. So was my grandpa. We'll do it again.
See how fun that'll be? You and I will go.
Can we go to this?
It'll be his last special at the trial.
You know? Titus at the Hague.
That we will profit off
Titus live at the Hague.
Totally. So, you know,
by the way, I think this is a brilliant idea because honestly, they'll have to. I definitely am Antifa.
Everyone will just
People be in court like, what are we watching right now?
You'll have the largest gay following of any criminal ever.
You're going on Broadway one way or the
other.
Totally,
exactly. Do you remember the rioter, January 6th rioter, that got convicted of carrying guns and going to Obama's house in 23?
Yep.
2 DOJ prosecutors were moving forward with that case and have now been put on leave by Pam Bondi for pursuing that prison sentence. Can you fathom that?
Can you? Well, I think you're trying to believe it, but we had 1,600 hardcore criminals that really attacked the Capitol. I wanted you to, by the way, this goes to it. Look up Jack Smith's. Now, I read this yesterday. Don't know if it's true.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Smith dropped paperwork, dropped basically evidence that said that Trump paid for those guys to go to the Capitol on January 6th. The Trump campaign paid for it.
Well, I have seen Jack Smith has been coming out, and he's actually formally requesting that he have access to his case files again, and that he can speak about it because he wants to publicly
let them know what's in him. Yep.
They're not going to give that to him, but
I don't know. If we could just get rid of the most inept Democrats, Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries have got to go. I had the Byron Allen show last night, and the woman, black lady, Vanessa was running. She was great. We didn't all make them talk, and I just go, we got to get rid of Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, and all these black ladies went, we need to get rid of Schumer, and they were so angry about like how inept. We need some people with Gavin Newsom's energy that just calls it out. He's calling it out, no bullshit now. I think we need more people like that. You guys, Democrats, if you want to make it in this in politics in America right now, you better start nutting up because the rules aren't the rules anymore. We have new rules. We are now in extreme politics.
Well, I'm looking. There's so many things about Jack Smith coming up. Chuck Grassley. So the House is now, of course, going after Jack Smith because he has started speaking out. Chuck Grassley made public 197 subpoenas that Jack Smith issued as part of Arctic Frost, was what they called the case. He's saying that he was partisan and that he was targeting, they were related to 430 named Republican individuals and entities.
If you want to look it up, though, Jack Smith's not partisan. He's actually gone after Democrats hard.
I know, but that's the new thing.
Well, that's how Hitler did it. That's it's against me. It's against me. The only way this stops, and they built the wall around the White House again. They're reinforcing the bunker. You do know that this guy knows that there is going to be a backlash, and they're jury rigging all these districts, gerrymandering all these districts, and people like, look at California being cheating. It's like, how the fuck do you guys not know that you're cheating? Listen, youngster, please give us an opinion on this.
Well, like, I kind of agree with you. It's like these guys are 80 years old and out of touch, and we need people to kind of nut up and cheat back, like,
there you go. Cheat back, bitches.
Like, if they're going to gerrymander their thing, then we've got to, because we've always been like, oh, you can't, the rules.
We got to follow the norms of the Democratic
process. Because if you look at, like,
process.
Some of their arguments, they're like, well, it's a uniparty, and it's fascism on both sides, it's authoritarianism on both sides, and it's like, well, we did give up power, even though we were saying, this guy's evil, don't do it, it's going to be awful. And then at the end we go, okay, here you go. So like that defeats that whole argument
this whole
we gave up power. He's the one who threw a fit and had his buddies peacefully protest and break windows and storm the Capitol
and kill cops.
Yeah.
Kill and beat cops with flags, with American flags, weirdly enough. So
interesting.
How do we? So here's what I don't quite get. How do we get to a place? Because this both sides argument, you can always tell when someone is kind of questioning what Trump's doing because they go, both sides do it. And I go, no, they don't. Both sides. One side got us food stamps. One side actually got us subsidized health, and one side backs up veterans like a motherfucker. One side actually helps.
Can you order
kids.
guillotines on Amazon?
One side.
Okay,
one side
can get them by tomorrow.
Oh, awesome.
One side got infrastructure for the country. One side got healthcare for the country. One side, got vaccines for the entire country. One side did that, and it fucking wasn't Republicans. So
well, it's their job to kind of fuck everything up, right? To be like,
every
like
time.
The idea of Obamacare, and then they go in and make all these changes, and then it becomes not quite the best, and then we get to complain about it and be like, see? And it's like, yeah, you are the one who muddied the water a little bit. So
they didn't just muddy the water. They took out the mandate where everybody had to pay a little bit so we could all not die. So now what they've done is, you guys got to remember what the Republicans want from you. Here's what they want. They want you to earn your money. They want you to get paid minimum wage where they don't get paid minimum wage. Mm-hmm. Then they want you to take decades to amass a tiny bit of wealth. Let's say maybe 75% of your house is paid off by the time you die. Well, the last 4 years before you die, you're going to go through some fucking horrible nightmare disease that's going to take all that value. You're going to have to get a second on your house, maybe a third on your house. You're going to owe money when you die.
The United States has the highest medical bankruptcies in the world.
Right.
Of the industrialized nation.
So basically with the whole, here's the setup of America right now. You ready? Here's the setup. Bust your fucking ass. Work. Oh, by the way, you can't afford school though. It's really expensive. But if you do go to school, guess what we're going to do? We're going to saddle you with so much debt that you won't even be out of that debt for 20 years after you're out of school. Okay. That's one thing. So they keep you in debt your whole fucking life. Then when you finally get a little bit of money, you put it down on something, you own a little bit of something, you have $100,000 in the bank when you're 80. Again, you get sick and they don't have any health care for you. They take all your fucking money and you die penniless. It's the biggest transfer of wealth in American history to the pharmaceuticals, to the hospitals, and to the government, because they just take your fucking house. So that's America right now. And that you people that make $35,000 a year continue to back up the people that are bending you over and, like you're in a department store dressing room and sticking it in you, and you continue to back them up is stunning to me. And this goes back to Reagan. If someone has asked me, how far did Reagan fuck us up? Because I bring it up a lot. Well, Reagan, education in California was basically free. You could actually go to university for basically free. Reagan changed that. He actually made it cost 10 times as much as it did. That is now increased. Now we've got universities countrywide charging everybody and putting you into a place where you're fucked for a decade and a half at least, trying to pay that loan back. Then Reagan actually got rid of all our mental health facilities. He got rid of all the government mental health facilities. We used to have those. And guess what? We didn't have homeless people, because guess where they were? As Ray, who's worked with homeless people, most of them, 90% are mentally ill. So when Reagan closed all those, you said something like that. Yeah, it was the big majority of them, right?
I just said that in LA, the drug and alcohol addiction is typically in downtown areas. Mm-hmm. And then for me in the Valley, it's mental illness.
Right. But a high percentage are mentally ill, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you got that. So when you kill all the drug addiction programs, you kill all the mental health programs, and you shut down fucking the places where we kept them to save them and help them, then you actually cut back food. How the fuck are you guys voting for these guys? So Reagan did all of this. Also, Reagan put us in so much debt. If you go back through history all the way to Eisenhower, the last guy that was a decent Republican president, Eisenhower, since then, every fucking time we get a Republican president, the economy crashes, the Democrat spends 4 years fixing it, and then they start bitching about the Democrat again. Look it up. I'm not making it up, but you won't, will you? You're not going to sit down and look it up, because that would be work. You'd rather just listen to a podcast and go, that guy's full of shit. Except this guy's been full of shit for a long time, and I keep looking this up. The one thing I'm not full of shit about is this. Democrats have saved the economy over and over, and Republicans have rat-fucked it every single time. I'm Christopher Titus, and I am running for Congress.
You just talked for 7 minutes, but every time you bang your finger on the microphone, people at home are like,
right,
the voices.
No, Ken will take it out. He'll just go, boop.
Well, it's funny.
No,
yes, you will. God damn it.
The wealth transfer stuff is like when my dad was dying, he was trying to do a death with dignity thing. And they're like, well, we got to interview over the next 2 weeks. And he was like, good luck keeping me alive.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like, you're not going to keep me alive. And you saddle me with all these extra bills. Like, I want to fucking go now. So kill yourself.
I did this.
But the
I
only way
did this in my show where I was talking about 36 out of 37 were the one that doesn't have some form of socialized medicine. And we, because of that, spend more than any other industrialized nation
per person. Yep.
On average, before this new thing that's taking over.
That's going to double or triple.
Approximately $12,000 per person per year. That's before it's supposed to be 2.5 times or 3 times soon because of Trump. And even despite you spending more than anyone else, we have the lowest life expectancy, the highest infant mortality, and the highest medical bankruptcy.
USA!
We're number one. Oh, that's a bad stat.
We're number one in a lot of shitty things.
So what Jack Smith is doing, he's asking for permission to testify before Congress about his investigations into Donald Trump. He would also like to share details about the unreleased second volume of his final report. So we never saw the second volume of it. Trump is now calling on him to be prosecuted. So we know what's coming soon.
Wait, but he didn't do anything. Hold on. I have a question. Wait a minute. Wait. He's been saying it's fake news. He's been saying that it's a hoax. It doesn't happen. There's no evidence. Then wouldn't you want Jack Smith to
They're saying
testify?
That he colluded with Biden and Biden officials, and they've now shown letters that Liz Cheney wrote to Jack Smith, which of course they were doing the investigation, and she was trying to turn over.
Yep.
They're like, oh, they were in cahoots together. So now the House is having meetings on this about.
Wait, President Trump, please, from my heart, we know you're innocent. Why don't you let Jack Smith testify and let everybody know that you're innocent, that it was a hoax? Please, President Trump, just show your innocence. Release the Epstein files to please show that you did nothing with the worst pedophile in history. Yeah. You know, you can prove it all, sir, by just releasing the evidence. Once you release the evidence that you didn't rape 13-year-olds, once you release the evidence that you didn't try to collude with Russia, that you didn't fix our election, that you didn't try to actually ask for votes out of Georgia, just release the documents. Show that you didn't take all the top secret documents and store them in your house. Just release all that information so we know that you are the kind-hearted man sent by Jesus. Thank you.
I think that's going to work.
You think you got him?
Yeah.
I bet we got him.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good idea.
Christopher doesn't play well with others. He just keeps screaming at everybody, and there's not a dialogue. It's a monologue. This episode brought to you by Lola Blankets.
Oh, I didn't.
This is a new advertiser.
Okay, so, all right. So I screwed up today. I was supposed to bring the product in. The problem is...
I asked him.
The problem is with this product. So we get this blanket from these guys. Now.
So Lola is the world's #1 blanket. It's made with ultra soft luxury vegan faux fur and signature 4-way stretch that makes it quite different from other blankets. Go ahead.
Chaplin says it's the world's #1 blanket. Our dog Chaplin. This blanket showed up at our house. Before it was out of the wrapper.
Our dog Groucho.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
This dude was like pawing at the blanket before, and he'd like, come on. It is. So I came on, I got it, you know, because look, it's a bold statement. We're the world's #1 blanket. First of all, who took that poll? But second of all, it's the world's #1 blanket. I got home.
It's crazy.
He was checking to see if it was real fur. He's like, is this what I'm going to be turned into soon?
Yeah. It was waiting.
We couldn't get them off of it.
No, they couldn't.
I have a picture I'll send to Ken of him wrapped up. I had it on my lap, and he just kept next to me on the floor, kept trying to like scoot it down with his butt to get on it.
But also, so Ray, you know, Ray keeps our house just so beautiful, and this blanket, it's the one thing she's allowed to sit on the back of the couch because it is so. Because fall is here, when it's the nicest. It's
definitely elevated. It's not like a regular, elevated. Like cheesy.
No.
It's really, you came home and I go, you have to hold this. And you went, Oh,
I picked it up.
you said it's weighted, which it does feel like, but they do actually have weighted blankets.
Because it was heavy as well.
Which is amazing. We have the large, which is huge, but they also have an XL that they sell. These are great gifts. That's why we're telling you about this now, because this is like such a nice Christmas gift to give people. I mean,
they don't fix your heater during the winter because you wouldn't cooperate.
Exactly. You're going to need this blanket.
When you decide to put that guy's kid, make him go
also machine washable, which is pretty rare for these, and double hem for durability. Really, really an upscale looking nice blanket. For a limited time, listeners, you guys will get a huge 35% off your entire order at lolablankets.com. If you use promo code Titus at checkout, go to lolablankets.com, use code Titus, you'll get 35% off. After you purchase, they're going to say, where did you hear about it from? Make sure you tell them that you heard about it on Titus Podcast. Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets.
Was that their thing?
That is, wrap yourself in luxury.
I picked it up, I thought luxury. That's what it felt like. Felt like luxury.
It's actually founded by two brothers. I kind of love that. That would be cool. I mean, not with my family because they don't like me, but if I had a brother or sister that liked me, how much fun would that be to have a company together?
No.
They were inspired by their mom, who found comfort in her blanket while living with breast cancer. My mom was the same when she had cancer. She had a blanket that was her blanket that she would take to TV, take to bed, because she would get cold. I love that. That's extra. Now I have to buy a bunch of them.
So tell me what's going on with you stand-up wise. What are you doing? What are you working on?
Oh, well, next week I'm opening for Bill Burr at the Epstein Island Comedy Festival.
Good, man. Wow, you took that gig. I can't believe you took that gig, man.
Paycheck's paycheck.
When the money is right, I will do a show with any dictator on the planet.
Other than that, just kind of, Rachel and I were kind of comparing notes about Dead Parent material.
Mm-hmm.
Because she just filmed her special 6 hours long, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So,
Lav mic,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were just kind of comparing notes, and we talked about it a lot because I went through the traumatic experience of opening for you a couple weeks ago. And
I like that losing his dad wasn't that big a deal, but
it was
opening
you.
for me.
Also, he had to drive you to the gig.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Did he tell you at any point to change lanes or anything?
No, I just let the Tesla drive itself, and so he was fine with it. Yeah. And he was like, maybe I'll rebuy one of these. It's really nice. And, no, it's fine.
He tells me when to turn into our driveway.
Well, he knows he can't boss me around like
turn
that.
here.
Yeah.
I've done that once. I live here.
Hey, this is the house. Yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
No, he was really, we had a lot of heart-to-hearts, actually, which was good, because I was, you go through this doubt. We were joking about it where you're like, I'm in a funny bone. Should I be talking about hospice care when there's eating chicken wings? But then you get the audience response where they're like, where it's like a hospice nurse that's like, no one talks about our point of view. Or like, I had a guy come to my show that was like, in the merch line, he's like, my mom just died a couple days ago and I just picked a comedy show. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, I needed this. And you go like, oh shit, like I do kind of have some importance. But art is tricky like that, where you can't think it's the magic of like, you can't directly stare at it and say, this is important. And you have to just go, this is dumb.
This is my experience. I'm just telling my story, and whatever happens with that, if it resonates, awesome.
Right.
I had a girl in the lobby after my taping that just couldn't stop crying because she had beaten colon cancer and it just hit her in the gut.
Yeah.
No pun intended. I heard that. That's
that is not okay. That is not okay. You are canceled.
That sounds like something Ken would say. I did not mean, but like it resonated with her quite deeply.
But he actually said something insightful for once, and he was like, you don't do it for you, you do it for them. Yeah. Is that the quote you said? Yeah.
It's theirs. Well, that's the
idiot, I think.
Dummy. That's the how dare you doubt yourself for a second.
It's the whole point of it. Like when you're never doing that's why I always say the more specific you are, the broader you become, because we are all specific beings with specific issues. And so the more you go into your story, I told her, she was flipping out of it. She was, this is too long. I can't talk about this for this long and no one's going to care. And I said, you're not telling, it's not for you.
Yeah.
It's for them. because they're going. Those people eating those chicken wings just had their grandpa just died. Their mom just died.
It is the most relatable topic.
It's happening to all of us.
Everybody dies.
Here's part of a text that Barb, that owns Flappers, sent me. Her friend sent her. It's a longer text. The whole text was very humbling. But this girl left the show and texted Barb, but part of it, she said she not only punched cancer in the balls, but gave voice to the millions of people like myself that care for our loved ones. Caring for people we love and seeing their decline is an emotional roller coaster, and she freaking got me. I was talking to Paul on the way home, and she did that for him too, with his dad that passed away as well. What a blessing of a show. Paul's dad didn't have pancreatic cancer. Right. She's not taking some care of someone with cancer, but it's like this. You said this to me. Suffering is universal, and we will all see ourselves in it in some way because it's universal, right?
That last speech you gave, which you guys got, it broke me every time. But the second show you did, we're using
the camera people were crying.
The cameras were like, see the camera's like, so. She does it, she hits it, and she's screaming at God. And I thought of it when I was watching it. It's how I feel about my dad. It's how I felt about everybody I've lost in my life. My friend Marshall. Why? This guy healed people. Yeah. He fucking healed people. And you took him. Fuck you. And so the universe, you yelled at the universe, and everybody feels the way. Nobody goes, yeah, Dad died. Okay. Like your dad was so full of life still. Funny
your
as
dad was
shit.
Your best friend,
yeah.
Like my mom.
And so we all feel that way. So when you get to that speech, and it's so dramatic, and there's a comic who honestly, this is one, someone I really respect for his writing, and I really respect for what he did. And he made a great show that ran for 8 years, but Jerry Seinfeld said something, and I heard this through Elaine Boozler. He said, you're not supposed to bleed on him. And like, who are you talking about? Pryor?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you talking about? You're exactly supposed to bleed on him. Mark Twain, you're supposed to let them see the humanity because they have that humanity. And it bothers me when people get this thing, I'm just going to talk about my cock. Are you? Good. Yeah, you're really breaking ground there, homie.
Because once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah. Hurt. I'm just saying that like it's like you said, when you call it art, comedy can be just a craft. Yeah. These are the dick jokes that work. These are the jokes about, you ever notice when your blinkers on, there's that, which I don't consider art. When someone actually tells a story like Ray told, you're telling about your dad, it does cross a line to where when you embrace all of our humanity and you touch on it and you're making it funny, because it's not funny. The shit that we're talking about ain't funny, and the shows I've done, that's when you make something totally unfunny, horrible, and you find humor in it to give people through it. That's fucking art. And that's what you guys both are doing right now. And your show, wait till you see it, people. It's really killer.
He's thinking thanks to me.
I want to see a
with
sneak
my
peek
guidance,
when you get it out.
I've led the two of you.
Well,
the two of you followed the smartest man you've ever known
in comedy.
Motherfucker never lets me have a break.
No, you're great. The comedy advice is so good. The rest, give or take,
Yeah, you're right.
That's 4 out of 5 agree.
Sorry, that I ended up with her.
That his relationship advice sucks. Well, now you got better.
She trained you in love, and you trained her in comedy.
And
so
fashion.
it's an equal relationship.
And fashion.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be?
Where are you gonna? Yeah. Let's give us some of your dates, my friend.
Oh, just
around
Seattle. Well, just anywhere in Seattle. If I'm leaving Seattle, it's with someone more famous than me.
So anybody.
Yeah. I'm waiting for her to get famous so I get some of these opening gigs again. Tacoma Comedy Club, New Year's Eve. That's going to be fun.
Oh, you are doing well.
I'm doing Tacoma in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. I'll probably be hanging out in the audience in the green room.
Yeah, man. This new show's getting. I'm writing the.
We were trying to get you a one night. Or you're done?
No,
you're just gonna
we
take
talked
a break.
about doing it before
right.
I taped, and then once I filmed it,
she's literally the.
You're out of blood to give.
Yeah, can't bleed anymore.
Who wrote To Catch a Mockingbird?
Harper Lee.
Harper Lee. You're the Harper Lee of comedy.
Nobody knows who Harper Lee really is.
I know, that's why it's a cool reference.
It is a really.
You're so mysterious.
I know.
Then when she's 80, she can come back with another special. Not so good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just be running these. We were talking about too, like how long do you want to actually talk about this stuff? Like, is there a point where it outlives its usefulness and stuff like that? But
I think, Ray, what do you think? Because she got to a place, she did the show for 4 years, kind of in and out, opening for me and stuff. And then she would do headlining gigs. She knew. You'll just know. Yeah. You'll just know.
Because I'm still discovering more parts of the journey that I didn't, after a couple months, you're like, all right, I think that's it. And then there's new emotions that come up.
I did it for almost 3 years. Yeah. We got back on the road at the end of 22, and that's when I started. But I had done some cancer jokes in front of my mom, which she thought were hilarious. While other people at that time, I remember I must not have known how to tell them yet, because I remember people like in Denver and then her laughing hysterically. And I always thought that was funny, but it was because she's the one suffering. And she was like, that's awesome. Yeah. But so almost 3 years. And I feel like I did it at exactly the right time. I was ready, and I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it anymore. She burst into tears and crying. And she's over. I'll never do it again. And, it's over now, and I'm moving on. And I said, no. You saved it forever now. Now it's forever. It's not going to change again. This is what you wanted to say. You got it done.
I like where it was when I shot it too, which is very weird because, after my first one, I was like, oh, I should have done this. Oh, that sucked. Oh, and you do it all the time too. Like, I can't believe I came up with this joke after I filmed it.
It's always after you. Yeah, every time you film something, you're like, I've got 4 more jokes to make the whole show work. Yeah.
But this one, I feel like it was where I'm happy with where it was. I'm happy because I rewrote it a month before. And I'm happy with what I did.
Like Mom, you got to step away. Sometimes there's a point when you step back and the painting's done, and it just is, and that's what you did. I always know 0 side effects. It just like, hey, I got to film this now.
That one you didn't second guess.
Carrion Monsters. It was just done. I just knew it. Well, I've done it enough now. I've done 11. This will be 11. Anyway,
congrats. That's big. Nice. That's great. I'm on 4, so I got a ways to go.
There's a point where you just go, it's done, and get on with it, because your job is to get on with it as a comic. You got more art to do. You got more humanity to explore. And this was I love how when you talk about comedy, it becomes the unfunniest thing in the world. There's never. I saw Carlin do it once, and I was like, you're the unfunniest human being I've ever seen. And he was getting deep into comedy, talking shit about the comics that don't do it well, and it was so fucking dry.
I just remember little Andy Rivers coming into Snoqualmie Casino green room, and you had this similar hair.
He weighed about 11
It was
pounds.
A lot farther forward right here, though. And you're like, hi, and your voice, and you looked like a baby him, and he knew your dad, and that's you didn't know, right? I had just started, and he surprised you by saying, do you want to get up and do 5,
I don't think he made his mind up. Because every year we got to meet on the radio. Actually, this is still on my YouTube, where I told my dad was like, oh, we're interviewing Titus, you should tell him a joke. And I told a joke and it bombed. And then he didn't get it. And then I had to explain it. And he goes, oh yeah, the best jokes, you need to explain them. And then, but then he gave me that 3-minute lecture on writing comedy.
Just so you know, because of that day is why he slams me whenever he can.
Wait, on the radio?
Yeah, he gave me the write the story. Joke, you've all heard the lecture by now, but, and then every year he would come to town. My dad would get me passes, and I'd be like, hi, Mr. Titus. And he'd be like, yeah, whatever, get out of here. But then this was year 3, and I had just done Rooster T. Feathers, and he's like, you're still doing comedy? And I was like, I just emceed at Rooster T. Feathers.
Which is where he started out.
He's like, that was my home club.
Yeah.
He goes, they wouldn't book you if you're terrible. You want to do 5 minutes? And I was like, okay, let me change my underwear. So I'm on the side of the curtain, and my mom is texting me like, hurry up, the show's about to start. And I'm literally like, I am the show.
Wow.
Trying to find your material.
I'm trying to
and that's the delusion of a comedian. I am the show.
It's my show.
I'm doing 5. I'm the show.
And he goes, don't fucking go over, I'll kill you. And then
I enjoy the pain.
I went up after you.
Yeah, and he comes up and he's, rubbing my shoulder. He's giving me the Joe Biden, he's going.
Smelling your hair?
He's going.
Because you had more?
Well, I think he's second guessing. I think he starts to second guess himself because he's like, listen, man, if they don't laugh, remember, fuck them. They can't do what you do.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
And I'm like, I think he doesn't think I can pull this off.
Yeah.
And then I do good.
You did good.
And then I hear him laugh once from the side, and then I bring you up, and then you make fun of me because I ended on a blowjob joke, and you're like, he's never had a blowjob. Or whatever. And
this is such a sweet
so
family
cute.
story.
I like that he remembers it.
Oh, like it was yesterday.
I forgot I said that. Yeah.
And I think I was breaking in.
You came out with a music stand. You used to, before the iPad, you would print it out like a movie script. And when a joke bombed, you'd pull out the black marker and go, oh, X that out and fucking. And I was like, this motherfucker is open micing in front of 800 people. I'm so jealous, you know? But it was great. And then ever since then, you would call me when you came to town, and here we are.
And we just did a theater. We just did a sold-out theater a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, in Spokane Comedy Club, where you almost murdered somebody.
I did. A security guard who I screamed, "You're just a bitch with a stick" at in the street.
I gotta tell you,
I was not happy.
I forgot about it. We had to tell that story.
No, we don't.
We don't.
That's
need
a great
Let
story.
bygones be bygones.
That was the story.
You fucking slayed that night, man. I was in the back, like you. I mean, you've done it long enough. You should be that good. But holy shit, man, it's always great when you see somebody like. Because it doesn't happen to everybody. We've all seen comics that they go open mic, and then they got a book, and then they never change.
And they host a talent show,
and or they start teaching a comedy class, and you just keep getting banging. You just keep banging harder. Now you too. Like I can't. I mean, it's sad that you're quitting comedy, but
I haven't said I was quitting.
What's your new show? Have you decided on what you're going to write about next? How do you follow that? You know what I mean?
I know, right?
Grandma
like
Jean.
that would be interesting. But yeah, I have an idea.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I'm very happy.
I don't know. You know, we'll see.
We don't need to share
I gotta finish this book.
Oh,
I just gotta say, the best insult ever. I want to go back to this for a second. She had a guy flip out on her in Spokane, and a security guard, and she actually turned and she said, she goes, "Who the fuck are you talking to? You're just a bitch with a stick." And I thought, I laughed. You were so upset, and I laughed so hard.
I was upset because I don't like losing my cool with people.
Level.
Like that's not
You're
me.
supposed to be the level one.
I know, and look, it's rubbing off.
You're just a bitch.
If you want to see Titus, Tacoma, November 6th through 8th. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then he's going to be in Indy at Helium on the 13th, the 14th, Columbus, Ohio, Funny Bone, and the 15th. So Friday, Saturday is going to be Columbus. And then the 16th, Royal Oak, Michigan. I believe that's sold out. Comedy Castle.
Yeah, they wanted.
And you decided not to add a show. I think
no, sold out. I'd rather go and sold out and have one killer show than do
150-person show.
And a few days after that, Fort Wayne, Summit City Comedy Club. I don't know that one, do I?
It's another Bark one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam took an old club and rebuilt it. It's
I don't
really
think
nice.
I've been there.
He's become a mogul.
Yeah.
He's opened a lot of
and
clubs.
He disappears. He lives like in a jet that just circles the earth all the time now, right? Like
He's
it never
on the
lands.
doomsday plane.
It never lands.
He's rebuilding the bunker in his house too. I do have one more plug. November 13th, we're doing a tribute show for my dad at Snoqualmie Casino, actually, funny enough.
Oh, no way.
So there's going to be 2 bands and then some Nepo baby comedian that's going to do some dead dad jokes.
By the way, man, you should. They're going to be
His dad is iconic in radio. He's in Radio Hall of Fame, right?
Songs together and stuff? Are you putting some of the funny songs?
Radio Hall of Fame?
Yeah, Radio Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And,
so Andrew grew up like with Ozzy Osbourne in their basement. Literally, I've seen the pictures.
Ozzy Osbourne actually showed up at your house.
Yeah.
Tell this story.
Well, so my dad made a video, I Am Santa Claus, and is parody of Iron Man, right? And so they shot a music video for MTV, and Ozzy makes a guest appearance in it. And then he showed up to the house one day. I was so young. I mean, I didn't even know who he was. I was just like, he says words I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah.
But I knew everyone else was freaking out. And so I was like reading everyone's energy, like, this is kind of weird. And so I had really good role models.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Can I tell you, I have seen you, but I forgot to tell you this. Guys, go to Andrew Rivers' Instagram. I do believe we talked about this on the podcast, but you weren't here. You posted that picture of yourself. Were you in a baseball uniform or something? Or maybe you just always look like you're in a
he does. He always
T-ball uniform.
He always looks
even
like
now.
He just got out of T-ball and is on his way to pizza.
Hi, guys. And I zoomed in on Ozzy Osbourne's eyes behind those glasses. I have never seen anything more terrifying in my entire life. I was terrified of him when I was little because he was like eating bat heads or something. I don't know. I wasn't allowed to watch him or listen to him. Only Christian music and oldies. And
we're gonna give this to King.
No, it's the other one. You have one more with him, right? Where he's next to you.
My brother. Yeah.
Oh shit! Zoom in on his. No, not that one. Go to that other.
He's actually in a baseball uniform.
Yeah. He is, right? Okay, I'm not crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but shut up.
That's why we love you.
Thank you.
No, he's crazy.
So November 13th, Snoqualmie Casino.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun show. Band.
And, you know, I'm sure they're going to, are you going to do some of your dad's funny songs and stuff? Do all that?
Yeah.
God, he's a legend. Like, and I've toured.
He was
Twisted Tunes, if you want to look those up. Walking around in women's underwear. I only know the wrong words to Christmas music, you know? That's why I'm not allowed to Target.
You only know parody songs.
Because I'll be walking through and they go, Feliz Navidad. And I'm like, police, stop my car. And then everyone in Walmart's looking at me and I'm like, this is...
He's an ice
It's my dad.
All right, guys. So go see us on the road. November is going to be a fun month. A new show. I'm off book. It is banging. I'm so happy about this new show.
Our shows were the first ones you did off book. That was really good.
Yeah. And
you need me to push you a little bit. There you go.
That's
is that
the
it?
one.
That's
Zoom in on his eyes. Go to Andrew Rivers'
Holy
Instagram.
shit.
Andrew J. Rivers on
He's
everything.
literally grinding his teeth.
Yes.
Wow.
How much cocaine is enough to hang out with a young Andrew Rivers?
Do me a favor. We got to send that to Ken because we're going to put that up right here in the show.
Have you looked at it at his eyes?
At Ozzy's eyes?
He's
wearing sunglasses.
Look at.
Oh, you can see through it. Oh my
shit.
God! I've never looked that far into it.
This scares me so.
And
I'm
he's
gonna
like
have
this.
nightmares about it.
He's
Dude.
That's why people wear sunglasses indoors. I discovered.
Oh, did you just get that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Guys,
all right.
thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the Titus podcast. By the way, if you think this guy is ruining our country, you also are Antifa.
Not Andrew, Donald Trump.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm doing my part to take it down. But
You are,
man. You're it's very cute. It's like having the paper boy go, "Hey, can you guys buy some candy to fight the government?" Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to myself, the Lovely Bombshell Ray, and our special guest and good friend,
little Andy Rivers.
Andrew Rivers. Later.
Peace out.
You got to say something.
Bye. I love you.
There you go. That's
You're
better.
on air. You have to speak.
You have to say it.
I thought he gets the last word. Always.
No. Oh my God.
He gets to run out screaming and.
We got the last word today.